And number 55, freshman Ethan Thomason. And now the starting lineup for the Lobos. Number 1, senior Joseph Natty. Number 11, sophomore Aiden Poole. Number 32, senior Kevin Schuler. Number 35, senior Leo Von Bargen. And number 42, senior Peter Pro. The Lobos are coached by Brian Taffel. And now here are the non-starters for your Jaguars. Number 2, junior Quinn Jack. Number 4, sophomore Zach McMahon. Number 12, sophomore Chris Schlesinger. Number 13, senior Aiden Poole. Number 20, senior Carson Reardon. Number 22, sophomore Braxton Jones. Number 23, sophomore Brody Reardon. And number 24, senior Mason Smith.
It's up there.
And introducing your starting lineup. At forward, the 6'8" senior, number 0, John Bassett. At guard, 6'2" senior, number 1, Jalen Ashley.
On the floor, the paper.
At guard, 6'3"
Behind you.
senior, number 3, Nick Fallon. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 5, Brody Aho. And at for the 6'10" senior, number 42, Tommy Brown. Your Jaguars are coached by Ted Rams. Please remember that sportsmanship is a top priority at Rock Canyon High School and the Colorado High School Activities Association. Your admission to this event entitles you to enjoy the skills of these student athletes in an educational setting. Please give all athletes your positive support and encouragement. Bullying, taunting, or derogatory remarks directed toward opponents and or officials is unsportsmanlike and unacceptable. Please be a role model of positive sporting behavior. Once again, welcome to Rock Canyon High School, and we hope you enjoy the game. Play ball!
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the jungle for this first round playoff matchup. Rock Canyon Jaguars taking on the Rocky Mountain Lobos of Colorado Springs. My name is Sage Wheeler. I'm joined here today by my partner and good friend, James McHenry. James, what do you
Hello.
think about this game today?
I'm excited. Both great teams just going to go at it today, and let's see how they do in the playoffs.
Well, we got the Jaguars winning the tip. Obviously, the better ranked team coming into this game, expected to win here at home.
Oh!
And a nice little move there from Tommy Rao to get the first points of this game.
Tommy using his size there just to body the man and drive to the paint.
And size is going to be a big deal in this matchup here today, James. As you were alluding to while we were talking earlier, this Rocky Mountain team is quite a bit smaller than Rock Canyon. Do you think that'll play a big part in which team gets the win here tonight?
I definitely think, though, rebound is going to be a big factor in this game. But I definitely know that the Rocky Mountain Lobos do know how to pass that rock around. And let's see if they can get around big men like Jake Hassett, Jalen Ashley, and Tommy.
Definitely. We'll see how that height makes a difference as this game progresses. For now, it's Tommy Rao taking the ball in the post, passes over to Brody Aho. Jalen Ashley faking and driving. And a nice try at an acrobatic finish, but the refs don't call anything. It's going to be Rocky Mountain's ball.
Great game for Jalen last week. Hitting that game winner really must have got him pumped up for this game today. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, definitely. That double overtime game was an absolute thriller and a great way to finish off the season, especially here at home, and a great way to start off Wish Week. As you may see, the Rock Canyon fan section is rocking their blue Wish Week shirts, as it is Wish Week this week. Lots of school spirit. It's always a great time of the year, and even better when we get to watch some great playoff basketball.
Great job there by Cron, number 42, in the last play to use his agility to get around Tommy, because obviously Tommy's a lot bigger than him.
You said it, brother, and that's the second bucket for Tommy Rao in the post. He's an animal out there.
Most definitely. Grams must have gone over the game plan saying, hey, we got a height advantage, let's use it.
Oh, yeah. You know Tommy was watching some Hakeem film this week. It's going to be Rocky Mountain swinging the ball outside, trying to penetrate against this tough Rock Canyon defense. And it seems like Coach Grams has had his guys come out in a zone today. Last game, that double overtime against Ranch, they were playing a lot of man defense. So it's interesting to see Coach try to switch it up for this game. Do you think that's going to have a big impact, James?
Yeah, definitely. Last game, Thunder Ridge were just getting some easy points, driving to the lanes, and Rock Canyon definitely had to work on their defense. So we can see what they do today, and especially the rebounds. That's going to be important. As you saw there, Rocky Mountain was able to just get the nice rebound and score, but that's going to be one of the big factors in this game.
A nice pull-up jumper there by Brody Aho. Looking a little like Allen Iverson, I may say.
Brody's such a great player. He might not be the tallest guy in the court, but he has great work ethic and can really move the rock around and has some great handles.
Definitely the kind of player you love to have on your team. Rocky Mountain taking their time, trying to set some drive up, pushing the ball inside. And that's going to be a nice, easy shot, but just off the mark. Tommy Rao bringing in the rebound.
Tommy doing a great job this game. 4 points, 1 rebound. Great to see him just putting it out there.
And the shot opportunity is just off there, but it's going to be a foul against Rocky Mountain's number 42. That's going to be the first foul of the game here, 3 minutes and 20 seconds in. James, do you expect a lot of foul trouble in this game?
I definitely do. When you're going against such a big team like Rock Canyon, you're bound to foul them, especially if you're a smaller team. And for Canyon, it's just if Rocky Mountain drive at them, you got to make sure your big man has it, and the rest of them don't foul out because they're going to be extremely important in this game.
Definitely. This is going to be a chippy game for both teams, especially Rock Canyon coming out in this zone defense. They have 136 deflections on their season to Rocky Mountain's just 28. This is a team that plays with a lot of heart and a lot of hustle on defense. They're very chippy. Really play more like Bulldogs than Jaguars down there.
Definitely agree. They like to play aggressive out there. They're not afraid to play some tough defense. So let's see what they can do.
And that's a nice little move by Rocky Mountain to get the backdoor cut.
Second time he's done it. Let's see if Rock Canyon can pick that up. Oh, 3 just off the mark.
Just off. We'll see if that 3 heats up as this game progresses. We've got a couple shooters on this Rock Canyon team that are real microwaves. Once they get hot, once they get on a streak, they just cannot be stopped.
Yeah, Cool is having a great season. He is number 11 on this team. He's 29 minutes per game, but 17.3 points, and he's just a sophomore.
The shot is just off there by Rock Canyon. But it looks like the refs are going to say that was a Rocky Mountain deflection out of bounds. So Rock Canyon is going to get another shot off here, 2 points down.
As we see on the stat sheets over here, Rocky Mountain's averaging 17.3 turnovers a game. That can be a big difference maker down the line. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. It would seem from the stats that Rock Canyon takes a lot better care of the ball. Rock Canyon has 0.82 assists for every one of their turnovers, but Rocky Mountain's coming into this game with just 0.5 assists every turnover. So we'll see how ball movement and bang! Nice shot there. Anyways, as I was saying, we'll see how ball movement affects this game. I expect Rocky Mountain to take care of this ball and every chance they get against this tough defense, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rock Canyon goes for a lot of steals.
Most definitely. Great work there by Schlesinger. Just some tough defense right there.
Oh yeah, all these guys out on the court right now are really either great at scoring the ball, moving the team that way, or they are just locked down defenders. Obviously, Schlesinger, Brody Aho, great defenders in their own right. We got Quint Jeck out on the court, locked down. He's got the clamps. And then, you've got Jake Hassett, great shooter.
Big
really
man.
Plays like a Kevin Love. And Nick Fallon, Deadeye. This is a team that can beat you on both ends of the court.
Yes, I definitely agree. Oh, great pass there from Cool. He's going to be a key to this game. Sorry, that wasn't Cool. That was Cron.
That was Cron, yeah.
He's having a great game already. He averages 5 rebounds, 1 steal a game, so let's see what he can do.
He's really a do-it-all player for the Lobos, not really specializing in scoring, rebounding, but he does a little bit of everything.
Just watching him a little, he might not have the greatest stats on the stat sheets, but you can definitely tell he works hard out there to make the plays happen.
Yeah, and you can see him in this zone specifically getting open under the basket a lot. He got that backdoor cut against Schlesinger earlier. So we'll see if Rocky Mountain and their head coach, Brian Toffel, keep feeding him the ball as we go for buckets down the stretch.
Yeah, such a smart player, Cron is. You see him got out under the bucket like 3-4 times already. So he definitely has a great spatial awareness to this game.
Oh, yeah, and that might just be the senior in him coming out, having that mental awareness. Ooh, Rocky Mountain trying to get the shot off, but Rardin there for Rock Canyon reaching out.
The great thing about Canyon is they have youth, and they've always had youth. They've had great players coming in for this team, and that really helps down the playoffs when your seniors, they've played a lot of games this season. The younger guys can come in and help.
Definitely. And that's going to be called Rock Canyon's ball. A foul on number 15. Colin Finnerty for Rocky Mountain. That's going to be their second team foul. And here with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, James, it hasn't gotten quite as chippy as it's been reflected in the team fouls. Both teams playing some great offense and having some nice, tough defense without getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, we'll probably see them maybe getting a little foul trouble down the line as the game gets closer to the end. Oh, great move there. Oh,
Rocky
great
Mountain
work by Hassett.
Penetrating, but Jake Hassett is there to stop it up, and now it's Chris Schlesinger on the break. Passes to Quinn Jeck, over to Nick Fallon.
Great work by Rock Canyon there, passing the rock.
Beautiful little pass there from Jeck. And, Nick Fallon that close to the court, wide open. It's automatic.
Smart plays by Schlesinger there. Find one pass, find 2 pass. Nick Fallon's right open for you to score.
Great team play. Rocky Mountain now taking their time, trying to set something up. Rock Canyon still in the zone.
Oh, great three-pointer there by number 11, Cool.
Absolute beauty of a shot. That arc was incredibly high. Jeez Louise.
You're going to have to watch out for Rocky Mountain. Their 2 best players are number 1, Natty, and 11, Cool. They score most of their points throughout the game. They don't really have much on the bench, unlike Rock Canyon. But if those players get hot, Rock Canyon's going to have to watch out for that.
Yeah, Natty, the senior, number 1, coming into this game at the shooting guard position. Oh, he's really great at getting open for some good shots. He moves the ball around. He's their team's leading assist getter. So we'll see if coach decides to have him take a leading role in this game or just help facilitate the offense.
Fans not too happy about that call, but great move by Rardin there.
Natty now taking the ball up for the Lobos. Ooh, and a nice trap on the perimeter by Rock Canyon, but Rocky Mountain's able to escape.
Let's see what Natty can do here,
Now
top of the
calling
arc.
for isolation against Nick Fallon, and the shot is off. Well, that's going to end the first quarter. A great close game here, 16-15. Rock Canyon just barely leading the Rocky Mountain Lobos, but a wonderful game so far. Wouldn't you say, James?
Most definitely. Tommy has been playing great. We saw in the first couple of minutes, he just used his size, used his body, rebounds, getting points. It's great to see him out there. So we'll see what they switch it up. Maybe they put Tommy and Jake, switch them out there, but it seems to work, so they should keep doing it.
Oh, yeah, especially with that height advantage. Tommy's able to bully guys in the paint, but You know, we've seen this last end of this quarter. Coaches decided to run with a little bit of a smaller lineup, and they've put up a great fight in their own. Obviously, whatever player you put out there, they're going to have that defensive efficiency while we're playing this 3-2 zone. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see what coach decides to do on the offensive end, especially because the game is close. Going into this, would you have say that you expected either team to lead the other?
No. You know, these teams, they have their strengths, but
Yeah.
they also have their weaknesses. And I feel like both teams are they're going at it. They're two great teams. They find each other's weaknesses, and they're very much working on their strengths.
And especially here, it is the first round of the playoffs. Both teams with an about 500 or exact amount of wins to losses record. Rock Canyon obviously with 13 wins, Rocky Mountain with 12. These are two very evenly matched teams, even if they are playing with different schemes right now.
Great defense there by Ashley on Cool.
Rocky Mountain swinging the ball around.
Oh,
Man, another great three-pointer from Cool.
Rocky Mountain really working the pick and roll well there. They set the pick. They allowed Cool to get open. You shoot it on the perimeter. Smart playing by Rocky Mountain.
Let's see what Rock Canyon does to answer. Swinging inside to Jake Hassett. Oh my goodness, just bodies that boy. I swear, coach has got these guys watching some 90s big man plays.
You know it. You can definitely tell the difference between the first game and now for the big men this season.
Rocky Mountain with another good shot opportunity. But it's going to be just off. And the refs are going to say that's off Tommy Rao.
Like we said before, those big men are going to be a key factor in the game, getting those rebounds. And if they can do that, I think they'll definitely win the game.
Definitely. Now, I don't want to give too much away about the Rock Canyon play tonight, but I will say, yesterday in calculus class, I saw Tommy shooting crumped up paper into the trash can, and he was all money. James, I think they're going to have the big men take some threes this game.
Oh. They're going to call a foul on Jake Hassett there.
Jake Hassett, his first personal, team second.
And that call was not very well received by the large Rock Canyon student section, but I'd say it was the right call to make.
Yeah,
that
no,
Rocky
he definitely
Mountain
went
player
right at him.
definitely sold that charge.
Ooh, great defense by Ashley.
Oh, man. Great deflection on that shot there by Ashley.
Oh,
Brody's
Ashley
gonna
pump
kick
fake.
the ball up to him. And it appears they called a travel there.
Ashley, such an important player for this team. Currently averaging 15.5 points a game. He's been crucial, especially in those final minutes. Last game, hitting the game winner. He's very spatially aware, and he knows how to play defense, which is great for this Rock Canyon team.
Yep, even in the Rock Canyon system, moving the ball around, getting everybody some great shot opportunities. Jalen is the team's leading scorer. It seems like he can always get the ball in the bucket during crunch time.
Let's see what Jake can do here. Oh, great defense by Jake Hassett. Oh, Brody applies right past him. Let's see what Brody can do.
Nice moves from Brody there. He's going to pass the ball over. Nick Fallon's got it.
Back to Brody.
Into the inside, Tommy. Nick open.
Oh,
and a
just
good shot there.
That was some great passing by Rock Canyon.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, a couple guys on this Rock Canyon team, Jalen, Ashley, Brody Aho even, and especially Nick Fallon, just have the license to fire whenever they want. If you give them even a little bit of daylight, they're liable to hit a nice three and put the team up.
Yeah, smart players, and they know when to shoot the three. Great work there by Cool. I can clearly tell why he's averaging 17.3 points a game.
Yes, sir, and he's obviously pleased by himself, clapping as he goes back on defense. He's been doing it all for the Lobos.
He does not see height as a factor in this game.
Oh, no. And matched up against Brody Aho, you know, the heights might not be too much of a problem there.
Oh.
It appears Rocky Mountain has switched into a zone of their own.
And it seems to be working on this Rock Canyon defense.
Oh, yeah.
Offense.
Rock Canyon themselves have gone back to their typical man defense.
Number 5, Brody Aho, his first
And Brody Aho there is going to pick up his first foul,
at the line shooting 2.
sending Rocky Mountain's leading scorer, Natty, the senior, to the free throw line. And James, you mentioned earlier, but both of these teams have some great senior players that come in. They play with poise. They've had years of experience developing on their teams, and they really do help lead some of their younger counterparts.
Oh, definitely. For Canyon, you know, it's Hassett, it's Ashley, it's Aiden, it's Mason, it's Tommy, it's Jake. I mean, these are some key players. The best part is they've been in this program long enough. They're teaching the younger guys what to do, and that's perfect in the playoffs because you need your whole team to be playing well. On the side for Rocky Mountain, well, you got your Natty, who's your leading scorer, or sorry, your second leading scorer for this team. Brochert, obviously these guys are super important. You got Schuler, Van Bargen, Kron. Like we said, they're just guys that know how to play, and clearly they're keeping it up well with players like Cool, who's only a sophomore, so they must have taught him well.
And it's going to be Rock Canyon's ball to inbound. Jake Hassett going to get some rest on the bench. Chris Schlesinger coming in for him.
Chris, such a young player, but just plays with such passion throughout the game.
He does, and he really is one of those versatile guys that you can put at almost any position. I'd say 1 through 4, and he can get you some great defensive stops, put up some buckets, move the ball.
Oh, the fast break. Oh, great work there by Ashley, get the rebound. Let's see what he can do on this fast break.
Tries to swing the ball over to Quentin Jeck, but it's just off a Rocky Mountain player. It's going to be Rock Canyon's inbound right under the basket.
A very young lineup Canyon's running right now. We got Jones, Ashley, Geck, Schlesinger, and Aho.
Over to Aho in the corner. Dumps it to Braxton Jones. Ooh, and a pretty little spin fadeaway there, just off the mark. Rocky Mountain taking their time.
They really do love running that pick and roll with Cool.
They do, but now as Rock Canyon switched to a man-to-man defense, it doesn't seem to be working as well.
Great work there by number 32, Schuler.
Pushes through the soft contact by Schlesinger and finishes and draws the free throw.
Schuler having a great season, averaging 8.7 points, 2.3 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. You know, that's just exactly what you need in a team like Rocky Mountain. You have these main players, you need to have a supporting cast around them.
Rock Canyon bringing the ball up, trying to do something to ignite their offense. They've only scored 2 points here in the second quarter. Now 4.5 minutes in.
Schlesinger doing a great job, realizing he has the upper advantage in size and using it. That's what you call a smart player.
And a nice shot there from Schlesinger. Crucial in what's shaping up to be a relatively low-scoring game. You know, it's the playoffs, both teams with incredible intensity. The student section feeding Rock Canyon that energy that they need. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this scoring slow down as the game progresses.
Yeah, both teams, you know, they're pretty good at defense, but they do occasionally miss a good amount of shots. So hopefully it'll be a low-scoring game. We can see what they can do. But Rocky Mountain's running up 6 points right now, quietly doing so.
And now Rock Canyon coming out in a full-court press.
Oh, steal there. Let's see what Nick Fallon can do.
On Quint Jeck with the amazing little behind-the-back dribble to keep it alive. It's interesting that Rock Canyon's brought out that full-court press. They obviously get a ton of steals per game at 5.2, but the Lobos are great defensively as well, leading Rock Canyon. They get 8.4 steals per game.
That's just a smart move by Grams there. Lobos aren't expecting it as all. Rush him with a full court press. Boom, you get the ball. Very smart move by a very experienced coach.
And a little bit of defensive poise there as Rocky Mountain draws the charge. And the student section is not happy about it.
Great work there by Chris Schlesinger. What a smart player.
Coming right back with a charge of his own. That's what we like to call smart basketball, ladies and gentlemen.
His second personal, team's fourth. Timeout, Rocky
You know, you might not see it on the stat sheet, but there's players out there that they don't need to run the score up. They can play smart. They know what to do. They know how to pick up the fouls, and that's something Rock Canyon does a great job of doing.
Definitely.
Canyon basketball would like to thank our sponsor, Cycle Bar Boat Trade.
Well, a great job there by Rock Canyon on the defensive end. They got the possession back, and now Rocky Mountain has called a timeout. James, going into this stoppage of play, what do you think both teams are talking about?
Rocky Mountain saying, hey, let's go back to that zone. Let's be smart with it. They're going to try to press us. They want to definitely trying to score, slow Canyon down. Canyon saying, hey, let's see what lineup they roll out first. If they have big men, they're obviously going to use it. But passing's really going to be key in this game. They're running more of a small ball lineup. They got Ashley out there, Geck, Schlesinger, Fallon, and Jones. So definitely a 3-and-D lineup out there, so we can see what they can do.
Quinn Jack over in the corner, back to Schlesinger, to Jones in the middle. And that ball's going to be stolen by Rocky Mountain.
Great hustle there by Jalen.
The shot is just off by sophomore Cool on the Rocky Mountain Lobos, but he draws the shooting foul on Jalen Ashley. That's going to be Jalen's first personal, and Rock Canyon's sixth.
That was smart play by Cool there. Cool knew Jalen's right behind him, so, take that slow, let him come up, draw the foul, hope for the N1.
Definitely gets the steal, running on fast break, but still has the presence of mind to pull up and draw the foul. You don't see that a lot from a sophomore.
No, definitely not. But they're going to put Tommy back in this game. Graham clearly know they need to change something up. Right there, Tommy using his size. What a perfect example.
Schlesinger bringing the ball up to Fallon.
Fallon's such a dangerous player with his ability to shoot threes.
I'd say you could pull it from right there and might make it. Inside to Tommy.
Oh, great work there by Tommy.
I swear, Tommy just pushes kids around like it's Redstone Elementary. He really knows how to bully kids in the paint. Rocky Mountain number 5. Jennings is trying his hardest to post him up. Looks like the Lobos are trying to get it inside to him, but if I were Rocky Mountain, I'd try not to go into the paint.
Great work there, Jalen Ashley. You can see the hustle, trying to get around that screen. Oh,
Jalen
great pass.
into the corner.
Oh, just off.
Great rebound by Jack, though. Those shots are usually automatic for him. Great drive and score there by Jalen Ashley.
That's some work ethic right there. You saw him play that defense, come right back on offense, and get the score.
Definitely. And number 2 for Rock Canyon, Quint Jack getting that great rebound. He's a guy that you don't see show up too much on the scoring end of things, but he's a great defender, a wonderful passer, really moves the ball in transition well, saves a couple turnovers from time to time. He's a great guy that you want to have on your team.
Yeah, definitely. We got about 55 seconds left. Scores 29-24 Lobos. Let's see what Canyon can do.
Schlesinger moving the ball around the perimeter. Over to Tommy. Nick Fallon. Looks like Rock Canyon's going to take their time, not too worried about the clock winding down. In fact, they're going to wait so they can get a final shot opportunity to end this half.
Smart move by Canyon. Grahams does a great job of just drawing plays up that they can use, and we've seen it in game time decisions. We've seen it in just everywhere possible, throw-ins, free throws. Grahams really knows what he's doing with his team.
And now 15 seconds left. Let's see what Rock Canyon's going to do. McFallon moving the ball around the perimeter. Jalen. And the shot and subsequent putback attempt are just off. Looked like Nick was trying to draw a little bit of contact, but the refs would not give it to him. So it's going to be 24-29. Rocky Mountain leading going into the second half. James, what do you think both teams are going to focus on as they head into the locker room? What do you think if there's anything Rock Canyon can improve on or just stick with their game plan. What do you think both coaches are going to be talking about in that locker room?
To start off with Rocky Mountain, it's cool. He's been playing great today.
Definitely.
It's just he really utilizes the pick and roll, and Rock Canyon have had a hard time stopping it. And another thing is, Rocky Mountain don't care about size. We said before this that Rock Canyon are the bigger team, but Rocky Mountain are clearly not. They're not fazed by it. They're bullying our bigger guys. And for Rock Canyon, I use your size. You've had success using Tommy, but definitely when they're finding Tommy, a lot of guys on the perimeter are open. Find Ashley, find Geck, find Fallon, find Aho. So we'll see what they do.
You seen Space Jam, James?
I have seen Space Jam.
I think Rocky Mountain, they're playing like the Monstars right now.
They're are.
In reality, they're not that big, they're not that scary, but they're just turning it to 11 here, facing elimination in this first playoff matchup. They're doing a great job, and all their shots seem to be hitting. They're really relying on, as you said, the leadership of Natty and Cool. So I think, Rock Canyon's got to get in that locker room, get some of Michael's secret stuff, get a great pep talk from Coach. But if they come out and they play like we've seen them play, I have no doubts that they may walk away with this win.
Canyon are definitely used to just being down occasionally.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of their games this year have gone down to the wire, Castleview, Thunder Ridge. So they're definitely used to this, and they're not going to be phased. Grams is not going to be phased. He's coached many games where they've been down, come back, and kill teams. So we'll see what he says to them in the locker room.
As you said, they're not a team that's afraid of being down. In fact, they put together some great comebacks. The season ender last week against Highlands Ranch
What a
being
game.
one of them. Absolutely incredible.
I was
Coming
going
down
crazy.
not once, not twice, 3 times in that double overtime game, and then finally pulling away with the win.
Canyon just have some clutch players,
They
Nick,
do.
obviously, Nick Fallon with just a clutch three-pointer fadeaway right up on him. So we'll definitely see these players come alive in the second half, as they know it's the playoffs. It's one and done.
Definitely. Well, heading into the playoffs, if we do win this game, if Rock Canyon walks away with the win, since we do only have 13 wins to 10 losses, our next playoff game would be against Valor at Valor. So for the student section that's come out here to support tonight, this may be the last home game that they see this season.
Yeah, Valor, a great team. They got some great guys out there. They're just big, they're physical. And obviously, Rock Canyon would love to play Valor in the playoffs. Great matchup, great fans,
Yeah, great rivalry
Of
there.
course. Two schools just love going at it. But let's see what Rock Canyon can do now. And I definitely think the younger guys, if they step up, this is going to be the key for Canyon. Neil Jones has had 2 turnovers this game. And obviously, he's a young guy. And I definitely can see him step up, put some points in. Like last game, we saw, who was it? Zach McMahon.
Oh, my.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know what to say. There's a reason Coach puts him in every game. When there's a late game situation, we need some defense, we need a little bit of scoring. He puts in Zach. And, a sophomore, smaller guy, plays the guard position incredibly well. Every
Amazing.
time I've seen him, that Thunder Ridge game, that Highlands Ranch game, he always seems to get a steal, get a great defensive play in, and then he goes to the line, very calm. Excellent poise for a sophomore. Sinks the free throws. Man, this Rock Canyon team has a real bright future.
yeah, those younger guys, they don't need to put up 20 points a game. They don't need to put up 10 assists a game. What do they need to do? They need that crucial point. They need that crucial assist. They just need them running back to the court, installing the offensive down. And McMahon's a great player like that. And Rock Canyon really has those great young players. And ladies and gentlemen, when McMahon hit that shot,
Oh, my
beautiful.
goodness.
I'm telling you, guys in the NBA can't
Yeah.
hit that shot.
No, I've seen Michael Jordan highlights less beautiful. I will never forget that shot in my life. Right under the basket. I was, what are we, 20 feet away? Swings it around, rocking the baby in the cradle, lays it up. Absolutely gorgeous.
Most 6'5" guys can't even do that.
No. I can't even dream of doing that.
He's shorter than 6 foot, and he's out there doing that.
Heart over height, James. And that's the one thing we know this Rock Canyon leadership, these coaches have pressed since day one.
Yes, most definitely. You don't need to be the biggest guy, the most physical guy, not even the best guy in the team. But if you go out there and work hard, Graham sees that. Grams has that eye for talent, and he clearly knows the players that are putting it out there.
Definitely. And that heart comes through a lot in the box score. We've got some miscellaneous stats for you. Rock Canyon, over this past season, has put up 136 deflections.
That's hard work right there.
Incredible.
Incredible. Most teams don't even pull up more than 50.
No, this Rocky Mountain team, the Lobos to compare, only 28. And Rock Canyon has taken 32 charges in just one season. It's wonderful to see. Not only are these guys talented physically, we've got beasts like Tommy killing it in the paint, but they play with great basketball IQ. Excellent poise, incredible heart, hustle the entire game. It's really wonderful to see.
Not only that, these players are smart.
Yes.
These are smart players, but we can't discredit Rocky Mountain. They know how to pass the ball around.
Oh, yeah.
They know what their scheme is, and they're sticking with it. Canyon likes to change it up throughout the game. Big man, small ball, 3-and-D. Nope. Rocky Mountain's sticking with that pick and roll. Mm-hmm. You use Cool. You use Natty. They can score. We've seen them score. We've seen what they can do. Cool, beautiful jumper. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. He can have a man in his face and hit a three from anywhere. So we know what he can do, and they're going to stick with their game plan. Yeah, and you have to praise them for that.
The teams definitely do have different game plans. Rock Canyon, moving the ball around, really a team. They've got one leading scorer in Jalen Ashley, but he's the only guy on the team putting up double-digit points, and that's just because they move the ball around so efficiently. Everybody gets shot opportunities. Everybody can shoot. Whereas this Rocky Mountain team, it's not a worse strategy at all. They have two leading scorers, Cool and Natty, putting up 17 points and 14 points respectively. It's just different playing styles, and it's great to see that both teams with such different styles can have success and have such a great matchup here in this playoff game.
I definitely agree. It might not always show up to the stat sheet. Mm-hmm. They don't have the highest scoring guys on Rocky Mountain. They have their two stars. But we've definitely seen guys like Kron. He's only averaging 3 points a game. He's working out there.
Incredible impact.
We've seen number 3 like Schuler. He's not putting up 20 points a game.
Teammate grade, though.
He's playing well. Mm-hmm. But the thing Rock Canyon has is they don't need to really rely on Jalen scoring like 20 points a game. Yeah. They have depth, and it's something a lot of teams don't have. A lot of programs don't have, and Rock Canyon has been blessed to have depth the last couple of years. They have their big men. They can take them out. They got kids right back in there playing just as hard. So something Rock Canyon has definitely used with just great players.
Oh, yeah. And in addition to their depth, they've got a very bright future with some of their younger guys.
And something that Rock Canyon has, the fans.
Oh, yeah. You may hear it there. Rocky Mountain getting a hearty boo from the Rock Canyon home section.
They're just relentless to see what they do to these Rocky Mountain guys as they warm up.
Absolutely brutal. And now Rock Canyon making their way out, getting some cheers. The Canyon Crazies are not a force to be messed with, especially here in the playoffs, James.
Yeah. No, we'll see what Ashley does. Hopefully he takes more shots because he's a great player to watch. He just plays so well. But hopefully he takes some more shots, and especially Fallon. We see Fallon, and usually Rock Canyon have a much better time winning when Fallon's taking much more threes, just driving to the paint. Such an agile player, such a smart player. So let's see what Grams does with them.
Both teams getting some shots up. We've got about a minute and a half until play resumes.
Definitely in the locker room, Grams is going to be telling them, hey, let's keep the ball safe. Turnover is such a crucial part of basketball, especially on the break. You've got players like Cool and Natty who are smart, so they know if they're going to get blocked, they're going to slow it down and get the foul.
Definitely, and that really shows that ball security in the advanced stats. Rock Canyon coming into this game with 15 turnovers per game, the Lobos with 17.3. But in assists per turnovers, Rock Canyon is very good at moving the ball around without giving up too many possessions. They've got a .82 assist-to-turnover ratio to Rocky Mountain's .51.
Yeah, and we definitely see Rocky Mountain has done a good job of protecting the ball. I haven't given it up much. And Rock Canyon, it's mainly the rebounds. They've been getting out-rebounded. We say it every game, but we always know in the second half they turn it up. You see the little guys come out there and they start pushing around. They start getting those rebounds.
They definitely are a second-half team, and that can be chalked up maybe to their coaching. Getting a good motivational speech in always helps. Maybe to their depth.
Yes,
their younger
definitely.
guys coming in, but whatever it is, it electrifies this home crowd, and it's wonderful fun to watch.
Yeah, we always see Grams checking in those younger guys into the game to, put some work in. And it's wonderful to see, such young freshmen, sophomores. They get those play time. It's great experience for, especially the playoffs, such a scary, crucial time. You got to play well, you got to impress. And those guys always show up.
Rock Canyon's going to get the ball here to start the second half, down 5. But we're hopeful this is going to be a great close game down the stretch, especially with it being a playoff game.
Canyon Crazy's going well. Crazy.
Nice. And you can see, man, this is a packed house for this one. The student section is overflowing into the band section. Rock Canyon and their whole community very excited about this game.
Some good passing there.
Looks like Rocky Mountain has foregone their man-to-man defense and come out in a zone set.
Oh, great read there by Tommy. As we said before, Tommy just doing a great job to get the rebounds and using his size.
Peter Crone, his third personal, team's first. At the line, shooting 2, Brown.
Tommy's going to shoot 2 here. Let's see what he can do. If you're just checking with us now, the score is currently 29-24 Lobos.
Rocky Mountain, number 15, Colin Finnerty.
Ooh, Tommy there with the shot just off. In that warm-up section right before the start of this half, James, I saw him sink a 3.
You wouldn't expect these big men to have that range, but Rock Canyon definitely does work on that. Ooh, beautiful work there by Cool.
A nice little pretty shot, as much as it pains me to say it. But this Rocky Mountain team is just amazing at those nice little acrobatic finishes. They're going to call that a travel on Tommy Rao. Rocky Mountain gets the ball back. And it's number 1, Natty, their star senior, bringing the ball up. Rocky Mountain doing a good job moving the ball around. Looks like Rock Canyon has come back to a more lenient defense.
3 seconds, jump ball.
And it works, a 3-second in the paint violation on Rocky Mountain. It's going to be Rock Canyon's ball.
Aho taking it up the court.
Man, these refs are serious today. Calling charges, 3-second violations.
Woo-hoo! Jalen Ashley.
And that is just the spark this Rock Canyon team needed.
Some tight defense there from McFallon. And it pays off. These Jaguars have come out hard.
That sequence is going to lead to a timeout by Rocky Mountain. And James, you said it. These Jaguars are not coming to play around.
Yeah, we just saw it there. Some tight defense. Some great work by Jalen Ashley. And it really startles a lot of team. Not a lot of people come out that fast, especially in the second half. And it definitely started Rocky Mountain because they don't really seem to know what's going on.
Definitely. Well, let's see if that timeout helped them readjust a little bit. As for Rock Canyon, they're going to be rocking with a little bit of a bigger lineup. Jalen Ashley, Nick Fallon, Brody Aho out there, as well as Jake Hassett and Tommy Rao. Maybe trying to establish more of a dominance in the paint, see if that helps spark their offense.
Ashley taking it up the court.
Brody Aho swinging it to Jalen. Ooh. And they call that a charge. That's Rock Canyon's first team foul of the second half. The student section bumping, very excited for this playoff matchup.
Number 5, Brody Aho.
Great work there by Natty to drive to the paint. Just using athleticism to get there.
And that's going to be a foul on number 5, Brody Aho. James, it's always great when we get to cover a playoff game, but not really surprising. This Rock Canyon team is a perennial playoff contender.
Yeah, consistently making the playoffs. That's something that Grams loves to do. Great work there by the
section
Canyon.
Loves it too, going crazy. They get the assist for that missed free throw.
Such a key factor in games. You know, they get loud. The other team cannot hear anything, so always love to see the fans go crazy. Great composure there by Natty to get the free throw.
Brody bringing the ball up, passes over to Jalen. And they've put in number 4, Zach McMahon. Oh, and another 3 from Jalen Ashley heating up.
That's his second 3 of the half, and man, is he looking good out there.
And Jalen is one of those guys where, you know, he gets some shots in. He's a volume scorer. He really gets in a rhythm when he's put some in the basket.
Yeah, Canyon bringing the score down to just 2. Oh, great work by their Brody Aho. What a steal.
And he gets the ball out to Jalen. Passes over the court to Nick Fallon. And that's going to be a Rocky Mountain trap, but very soft. His defense does not seem as aggressive as it did last half. It's going to be Zach McMahon inbounding the ball.
Taking for Rocky Mountain, number 3, Aiden Badalamenti.
Rocky Mountain making a quick substitution. And you know, the depth of their bench shouldn't be underrated either. They've got some great team players that they can throw in whenever they need to, some younger guys.
Oh, definitely. We've seen them. We've seen what they can do, and they're definitely dangerous. McMahon with the ball.
Over to Fallon, trying to find some space. Rocky Mountain playing very tight now.
Another 3 from Jalen. Oh, just off the mark there.
Rocky Mountain moving the ball very quickly, trying to up this pace. Passes it inside.
Great work there by Jalen Ashley.
Goodness. Give him the MVP and then give him an Oscar. Great acting there by Jalen Ashley to sell that fake. And it's called a charge. He's grinning to himself over on the perimeter. He knows that they're going to be showing that in tomorrow's RCTV class.
Oh, most definitely.
Nice little job moving the ball up.
McMahon back to Aho.
And this Rocky Mountain team is definitely playing more aggressive on defense.
Ooh, Hassett with the 3.
And that's just off. Rock Canyon, their offense has not been growing as well as they may have hoped, but their defense is more than making up for it.
Got to give credit where credit's due. Natty there. That was nice. He might not have scored, but that was a nice crossover.
Oh, yeah.
Number 35, Leo Von Barton.
Rock Canyon bringing the ball up. And Brody Aho with a nice little layup opportunity, but just off. Rocky Mountain bringing the ball up, trying to slow down just a little bit.
Bold move there, putting Zach on Cool, who's been on fire this game.
Moving the ball around the
Oh,
perimeter.
great work there. Oh.
And a good attempt to draw the charge there, but the refs are going to call that a blocking foul and give number 35 for the Lobos, Von Bargen, some shots.
That was great work there by Zach. Just defensive awareness, getting that steal.
Yeah, great job there on the defensive end, but this time it just does not pay off. Rocky Mountain here with the opportunity to go up 5. Oh, and just off, but maybe even more dangerous, they get the possession back. And you always hate to see that after a free throw, the team getting an offensive board.
Yeah, something Canyon's definitely been trying to work on all season.
And a great stop there. Wonderful pressure from Rock Canyon. McMahon bringing the ball up. Looking at coach. He's going to drive. Dumping off to Hassett.
Back to Fallon.
McMahon over to Ashley. Pump fakes. Ooh, and they're going to call that a travel.
Great passing there from Canyon. Clearly you can see Grams is pulling out one of his new schemes for this game.
Definitely. Good movement up on the perimeter, but it doesn't work that time.
McMahon playing great defense is cool.
Fouls on number 0, Jake Hassett.
And they're going to call that a foul on Jake Hassett. That's the Rock Canyon Jaguars' 4th of the half here, 5 minutes in to the second half. Rocky Mountain swinging the ball around. They're going to call it,
I believe, an illegal screen.
Looks like a foul.
Offensive foul on number 35.
Offensive foul by number 35, Von Bargen, off ball. It's going to be Rock Canyon's inbound. Still a very close game here, James. With only 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, Rock Canyon running a lineup of Hassett, McMahon, Geck, Ashley, and Fallon. Ooh, nice move there from Zach.
Quentin Jeck with the ball. Back to McMahon.
Finds Fallon to Ashley.
Jalen looking like he might pull up from half court. Over to Hassett. McMahon. Oh, and a great drive. But yet again, they're going to call that an offensive foul. Man, there have been a lot of charges so far today, James.
Yeah, the refs have been calling a lot of charges. Some of them harder than others, but they know what they're doing.
Definitely high IQ, high intensity basketball here with the chance to move on in these playoffs.
It's good defense there from McMahon.
Rocky Mountain trying to slow down the pace, find some open shots. They get the ball into the paint. And great interior defense from McMahon, but they're going to call a foul. That's going to be number 32, Schuler, going to the line.
Personal, teams 6. At the line, shooting 2, Schuler.
As we said before, Canyon are definitely racking up the fouls in the second half, something that we thought was going to happen.
Checking in for Rock Canyon number 13, Aiden Cool.
Aiden Cool coming into the game now for Jake Hassett. Rock Canyon running with a couple of their younger guys.
Aiden's such a great player. He's got size, he can definitely shoot the 3.
And that free throw is just off, but they get the offensive board again. Man, heart-wrenching for these students.
You got to praise Rocky Mountain there. They've been doing great after they missed those free throws.
Oh, definitely. Great intensity. And you know that's something Coach Brian Toffels had them work on coming into this half.
Great work there by Rocky Mountain.
McMahon pushing the ball up as quick as he can now with 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Down 7, they're going to need an offensive spark if they want to come back in this game. Oh, Nick Fallon with the pretty floater, but it's just off. Jalen Ashley with the board. Creating space, and he draws the foul. That's going to be 2 for Ashley.
Foul on number 42, Peter Crone, his 4th personal, team's 5th.
Great work there by Ashley to get the rebound and then get the foul.
Another foul on the Lobos' big man, number 42, Peter Crone. That's his 4th of the game. So coach is going to go ahead and bench him.
It's unfortunate, such a key player in this game. You know, he's worked really hard to get those rebounds and just box out, and he's very smart.
Yeah, but playing so physical down in the paint, especially against the bigger Rock Canyon team, he's in danger of fouling out, and coach is going to save him for later in case Rocky Mountain needs him.
Schlesinger checking in for Ashley.
Rocky Mountain have been doing a great job here, especially away in a playoff game.
They're bringing out that press again.
And they get by. Oh, and that shot is off. Great defense from Schlesinger. McMahon moving the ball down the court. A minute left in this 3rd quarter. Ah, great shot opportunity by Cool there, but just off.
Oh,
McMahon
great work
gets
by
the
Zach.
steal. Schlesinger inside to Jack.
And that is what Rock Canyon is all about. Great work there.
That is the loudest I've ever heard this place get for a 2-point bucket. Man, and now with 46 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, only down 3. That totally energized this Rock Canyon team.
Most definitely. I have to highlight Zach McMahon there. Some great defense from him. And that's not the first time. He's been hustling out there, and he's such a smart young player, something Rock Canyon really needs at these times.
Yes, sir. It's great to see him especially get more minutes. You know, it always seems like coach puts him in the crunch time because he's got great defense, but getting some more regular minutes here in this playoff game, he's definitely making his impact.
Graham's keeping him. Smart decision.
It's going to be Rocky Mountain's ball. Rock Canyon still running the full court press, trying to play as aggressive as they can with it all on the line in today's game.
Natty on the perimeter, guarded by Fallon. Great work there by McMahon again, guarding Cool.
Rocky Mountain moving it around, looking for any daylight, and it's a steal by Jack. Zach McMahon wide open.
Oh,
and
just
the layup
off the
is
mark.
Just off, but it's going to be a foul on Rocky Mountain. Jack goes down hard after the layup. Ooh, and it looked like it was a rough landing for McMahon. Clutching his ankle. Oh, you hate to see that.
Checking in for Rocky Mountain, number 5, Tyler Jennings. Checking in for Rock Canyon, number 23, Brody Reardon.
Brody Reardon coming in.
Another youngster, let's see what he can do.
Miss Sims, the athletic trainer, is going to take a look at Zach, hoping he's all right. Great player, sophomore, wonderful future for that guy.
Schlesinger on the perimeter.
Schlesinger out to Cool. And they call a travel. That's ridiculous.
Not a good call there by the refs. Not trying to be biased, but come on.
Man, we're going to have to go to the replay on that.
There's been a couple of those in this game, but let's see if Canyon can bounce back. Only 3 points away from tying the game up.
Clock running down, 6 seconds left. Rocky Mountain's ball. An air ball, and the student section is letting him know about it.
Cool going on kind of a cold streak there, you know. He's missed a couple, and that's going to be key for Rock Canyon.
Definitely.
Slowing him and Natty down, that's going to eliminate those two. You have to put pressure on the other guys who, as you see, they don't score as much, probably because they don't get the ball as much, but that could be key down the road.
Yep, Rocky Mountain, not a great 3rd quarter for them. Obviously, they still hold on to the lead, but with their shooters like Cool slowing down a bit, Rock Canyon coming out with very aggressive defensive sets. I wouldn't be surprised if Rocky Mountain's sweating a little bit here.
I would be if I'm Rocky Mountain. You know, Canyon playing great defense, something they know they lack sometimes. But like we said, this second half, they come on, they go hard. So I would be sweating if I was Rocky Mountain.
And both teams here, it is a winner-take-all game to continue into the playoffs. They have each team sort of lost a good player on each side. Zach McMahon, after a landing earlier in that fast break, was clutching at his left leg. You hate to see that, especially as he was doing so well and he is a sophomore. But knowing him, he'll heal up fine. He's sitting on the end of the bench right now. Looks all right. And for the Lobos, they're missing number 42. Their do-it-all guy in Peter Crone. It's a foul trouble, so you know, both teams obviously have the depth to combat those issues, but we'll see if it affects their momentum moving forward.
Natty taking it up, guarded by Rearder.
On a great drive. Loses Reardner there. Over to Jack. Back to Brody.
Ashley for the three.
And the shot is just off there by Ashley. That was a mean move last possession, James.
Yeah, Natty, he's got handles.
Lobos taking their time here, up 5. Rock Canyon doing their famous C Poppy cheer.
Great work there by Fallon.
And Fallon showing great poise there, slowing down on the fast break to draw that foul.
Smart move there by Fallon. He knew that Cool was right behind him, so he drew the foul.
James, you talk about the impact that home court advantage has, especially in a playoff game. I can't help but notice during that famous Rock Canyon C Poppy cheer, Nick Fallon walked away with the steal, and now he's at the line shooting for points. What kind of impact do you think this packed student section has on today's game?
It strikes fear into the away team. You know, you got people yelling at you that loudly, talking some smack. It's going to strike fear into you, and it's definitely going to pump up these Jaguars.
Got the Golden Boys in the front, rocking those overalls. Very intimidating.
Great work there by Greg.
Yeah, great defensive effort there, but Rocky Mountain does walk away with the points. And that's going to be another Jalen Ashley 3 just off the mark. A great rebound, but that too is not going to go, and Rocky Mountain taking their time.
Schlesinger a little slow to get up there, so hopefully he's okay.
Moving forward, it may be important to note that Rock Canyon has 16 fouls, so they're 1 away from the bonus. And Rocky Mountain has 7, putting the Jaguars in the single bonus. Rocky Mountain driving, and that shot is going to drop right in. Rocky Mountain coming out of the quarter break.
Oh, Nick Fallon.
Great 3 there. And that's going to be an immediate timeout from Rock Canyon, a full timeout. They're going to take their time to recollect themselves after that 3, get their offense back in order. Rocky Mountain, it did look like they were about to pull away there. Went on a nice little streak coming out of the quarter break, but Rock Canyon coming back with a 3 of their own. Nick Fallon, ice in his veins. They're showing that they're still in this game.
Oh, definitely. Canyon are just starting to heat up now. 6 minutes left. Graham's telling them, we got this, boys. We've been here before. We know what to do.
We talk about it all the time, over and over. Coach Grams and his coaching staff, with the help of these great seniors on the Rock Canyon team, have put together a wonderful squad, great leadership. And you know what, James? Even if they don't walk away with the win tonight, they've learned skills that'll help them through the rest of high school, through the rest of their lives. They're great team workers. They're wonderful at communicating. They believe in each other. It's great to see.
They're great teammates. That's a family right there. They all love each other. They all work so hard for each other, and they're definitely going to take those skills into life.
Rock Canyon still running with their aggressive full-court press.
McMahon back in already, showing his defensive presence.
Wow.
What a great young player.
Man, and they're calling a foul there on Nick Fallon.
Soft foul there.
I didn't want to say it, but soft. cream cheese soft there.
At the line is shooting.
Bounty, the quicker picker upper soft.
But hopefully it doesn't phase the Jags. We know what they can do.
Charmin Ultra Soft. And with that foul, Rock Canyon's going to have 7 team fouls, putting Rocky Mountain in the bonus. So they will have to be careful running that full court press. If they commit any fouls, it'll send Rocky Mountain to the line.
McMahon open.
Rock Canyon here with 6 minutes left, pushing the ball up very quickly. McMahon with the open shot, but it's just off. And they're going to rule that that was off a Rocky Mountain player. And that's going to be a fortunate foul for Rock Canyon. Rocky Mountain's 8th team foul, sending Nick Fallon to the line. But I believe the refs ruled that just a normal foul, perhaps a reach-in. So we'll see if Nick Fallon gets 3 shots from this or just 2. You know, if you're Rock Canyon, you may want to avoid those fouls and go with 3-point opportunities if you want to get back in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Rocky Mountain have just done a great job of running the score up and keep Canyon from getting the lead. So we'll see what Canyon comes back with.
Rocky Mountain up 6, taking their time here with just under 6 minutes left in the game. Swinging the ball around. Oh, and a nice defensive trap there. Brody Aho doing all he can.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow. And there's just not much you can do against floaters like that. Jalen Ashley driving. Oh my.
Great work there by Jalen Ashley.
Goodness. Absolutely willing his way to the basket. This is shaping up to be a great offensive back and forth. Nick Fallon playing tight defense over in the corner. Lobos swinging the ball around, down into the paint. Jalen Ashley with some good defense, but just cannot stack up down low with number 32, Schuler, on the Lobos.
Jalen drives, finds Hassett. Oh, great pass there.
Rock Canyon doing all they can to keep this game close. 4.5 minutes left.
Natty
Rocky
with the
Mountains
ball.
Joseph
Driving. Wow.
Natty.
It's going to be a timeout, Rock Canyon.
A full timeout.
A full timeout. Both teams have been going back and forth, trading buckets. Right now, the Lobos are up 8, but it's going to go back to Rock Canyon.
Yeah, Canyon just cannot seem to catch a break. Every time they think they're going to come back, Rocky Mountain just punching right back at it.
And you know, even though Rocky Mountain is taking their time, trying to burn a little bit of clock with every possession, they are absolutely in a groove here on offense. They have not played with this few missed shots so far this game.
Yeah, it's not just been Natty and Cool who've been playing well. They've really been moving that ball around, finding the guys, you know, don't show up on the stat sheets, but they've been playing great today.
Oh yeah, and you wonder if Rock Canyon and their head coaches are going to maybe change up the defensive scheme. They were really getting cut into those last couple minutes. Maybe go back to that zone we saw at the start of the game. I don't know. Anything they can do to mess up this Lobos offense, because they really are coming out of this timeout with some great momentum.
And on Canyon's offense, we'll see if they bring back Tommy and trying to run that big man lineup, which seemed to work in the beginning of the game.
And with number 42, Peter Crone, still out from the Lobos on foul trouble, that may be the way to go.
Canyon keeping Zach McMahon, great defensive player.
Yeah, it seems like Rock Canyon is running with a small ball lineup here.
We'll see what they do.
Swinging over to Zach McMahon, Nick Fallon, Jalen Ashley, and Jake Hassett out there. Jalen driving. Wow. And he is a guy on the offensive end of the court. You can just load the team's burdens all onto him. He says, I got it, coach, puts it on his back. And he's great at getting offensive open looks.
Yeah, great season this year. 15.5 points a game. He's averaging 4.5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Just a great overall player to have on the team and great leader.
Rocky Mountain moving the ball around, trying to keep up their defensive efficiency. The Lobos, and dribbling up back towards the logo. Wow. Number 11, Aiden Cool, the team's leading scorer, doing it all. And that shot is just off. You know, when he turned around and started to dribble back to half court, I thought, man, they're just trying to burn some time off the clock, but he comes through, the great runner. There's nothing you can do when you're Rock Canyon against offense like that.
No, Canyon are playing great defense against Cool and guys like Natty, but they're just on fire today. They're just extremely focused. Oh, great steal there from Ashley. Oh, just off the mark.
Yeah, great steal, but the pass is no good. And that's going to burn a little bit of time off the clock even. If you're Rock Canyon, you want to hold on to as much time as you can.
Oh, great block there.
Wow.
Taking for Rocky Mountain, number 42, Peter Crone.
And Rocky Mountain's going to put back in number 42, Peter Crone, who's sitting at 4 fouls.
Such a crucial player. They took him out because this is times that you need a player like Crone. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. You need that guy that does everything.
And Rock Canyon's going to have to do everything themselves. Going for steals. Ooh, Zach McMahon there almost slipping. They're going to have to get the ball back, score, and then play some great defense all over again. And Rocky Mountain not playing as aggressively as they have, maybe trying to burn the clock down.
Oh, great work there by Birdie Aho.
Clapping his hands. He wants some offense. Man. Great shot contest there, but
from here, that looked like a clean block. Just got to say it.
Sharman Ultrasoft over there calls a foul, and they're going to send number 32, Schuler, to the line here with just under 2 minutes left.
Oh, wide on the first one. Terrible free throw.
Maybe if you're Rock Canyon, you do want to play the free throw game. They've definitely seen the Lobos here missing a lot. The student section going crazy, but they sink that shot. And it's going to be Lobos up 9.
Ashley with the ball. Ooh, flashy.
Great moves. They're going to call a foul on number 11, sending Jalen Ashley to the line.
At the line shooting 1 and 1, Ashley. Taking for Rocky Mountain, number 42, Peter Crone.
Rocky Mountain running with their all-star lineup here. Just under 2 minutes left. They're putting in their greatest guys to close out this elimination playoff game.
Crucial free throw there for Ashley and the Jags.
Yeah, Rock Canyon trying their hardest. You know they're going all out here. It could be the end of their season.
Another great free throw there. They're going to check out Ashley and bring Queck in.
Quint Jeck coming in, great defender. He's a guy you really want out here in the 2-minute drill. Going to get some steals. Maybe give Nick Fallon a chance to get some shots up. And you know, James, here with 1.5 minutes left, down 7, we've seen crazier comebacks.
Oh, we definitely have seen it this season. Candy going to try to play the foul game now. Smart move by Grams.
Yeah, you know, with the way that Rocky Mountain has been shooting these free throws today, it's not surprising that they're going to start moving towards the intentional fouling game. They're just going to have to make sure they get those rebounds. Jalen Ashley coming back in for Quentin Jeck. It's going to be number 35, Von Bargen, to the line. And he sinks that one under pressure. James, this student section, as we hinted earlier, very intimidating when you're over there shooting free throws.
Yeah, got to keep your composure over there when trying to shoot those free throws, as they're very loud. He misses the second one. Let's see what Canyon can do.
Works there.
Aho with the ball.
Gives it to Hassett, driving.
Oh, great work by
layup
Jake
there.
Hassett.
A minute 22 left. Rock Canyon inbounds the ball.
They're going to foul him.
And slowly but surely, looks like the intentional fouling is working. We're just going to have to see if there's enough time left on the clock to erase this margin.
Cool, great player. Might not want to have been the guy that you fouled in this game.
Definitely not. Student section going wild.
Oh, the fans get to him on that first one.
And I am not surprised. I'm dizzy just looking at it. I can't imagine being up there, especially as cool. You know, your team's leading scorer as a sophomore. All that pressure here in an elimination game against a giant, formidable, hyped-up student section.
Yeah, that just brings out the best in you. Let's see if you can switch the second one. Oh,
Wow.
This one's also off. Huge for Rock Canyon. Okay.
That is huge. Brody bringing up the ball.
Ashley.
Ashley driving, gets some open space.
Ooh, Ashley stepping over him there.
Wow. And they're going to send him to the line for 2. That's the 10th team foul for Rocky Mountain, putting Rock Canyon in the double bonus. Both teams are now in the double bonus.
That's going to be extremely crucial at this point in the game.
And of course, Jalen sinks.
Subbing out Jack there and putting in Hassett. Smart move by the Jags.
Yeah, you're going to want to get these boards, especially when we're playing the intentional foul game. As we saw earlier, it's absolutely debilitating.
Crucial
when you're the
feat there.
team, you know, you foul Rocky Mountain and you don't get the board, even if they miss a free throw. It can give them possession back and the chance to get even more points.
That and just run the clock out. 1 minute and 6 seconds left.
Yep.
Grams has just drawn those plays up. He knows what to do.
And, you know, it seems to be working for Rock Canyon. It's been, what, 26, 25 seconds? And they've erased the margin from 7 to a more reasonable 4 points. If their defense and offense keep clicking like they have been, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to see this game go to extra periods. Rock Canyon rocking with a great defensive lineup. Brody Aho, Zach McMahon, Nick Fallon, Jalen Ashley, and Jake Hassett. Rocky Mountain looking for an open man, and they find number 1, Natty. Looks like they're just trying to play some good defense here. Oh, man. And Rocky Mountain able to burn almost 10 seconds off the clock. Not quite sure what they were going for there. Nonetheless, that's going to send number 35 senior Von Bargen to the line. And he hasn't had a great game so far, James.
No, but let's see how he can do these free throws with that check section. Ooh, sinks the first one.
Checking for number 15, Colin Kennedy. Checking in for Rock Canyon, number 2, Quentin Jeck.
Subbing Jeck in for Hassett. Definitely, they need to shoot those threes.
57.6 seconds left in this playoff game here. Rock Canyon with their season on the line.
Sinks the second one.
Brody Aho moving. Brings the ball up and kicks it outside to Nick Fallon.
Oh, sinks the three!
Ice in his veins.
Oh, the clock's
That's
winding
just
down.
the guy you want taking the shot. I can't believe Rocky Mountain left him open like that. They obviously did not do their homework. And Rock Canyon looking like they're going for tough defense rather than continuing to foul. But James, I'm going to be honest, I just don't get it. If the foul game is going as well as it has been for Rock Canyon here, why would you let Rocky Mountain
Just
wind
waste
down
20
more
seconds
of
off the clock. I definitely agree with you. Graham's obviously noticed, hey, we're only down 3. Let's try to get that ball back. Let's see what he can do with these free throws.
Great work by Rock Canyon on the offensive end, though. Brody Aho driving in, pulling the defense, just what Coach drew up to get Nick Fallon. The killer. Ice in his veins.
What a great player Nick is. He's comparable. You won't believe it. I'd see him like a Klay Thompson.
Easy.
Easy money.
3 and D.
Amazing. Amazing D.
Incredible. And you know what, James? I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. He's got shoe game. Rocking with, what are those? What are those? The Greek Freaks? Is he wearing some LeBrons?
Rock Canyon knows their shoe game.
Oh, yeah.
We have some
got
fire shoes.
Zach McMahon out there. And the rose-colored, what are those, Kobe's? Great shoe game. Mason on the bench.
Some
Rocking
LeBrons.
the lavender bronze.
We got some Greek freaks out there.
And you know what? Lots of fans of the game, you know, they may not think about it, but sometimes close games like this comes down to swagger, comes down to confidence. And what says confidence? More than a baller pair of shoes.
Like some Kyries. That's a baller right there.
Definitely. And it's going to be number 3, Badalamenti, the junior, for the Lobos on the line, only scoring 3 points per game. Not one of their most efficient shooters. Let's see what he can do on the free throw line.
Oh, and he misses it.
Wow. Time winding down, just under 30 seconds. Brody Aho with the ball. Looking to get Nick Fallon open yet again.
Oh, just off the mark for Ashley. Oh, they get the ball back. Oh!
Nick Fallon with the great shot. Oh, and they're going to reset the clock there.
Yeah, they definitely called that timeout right as a stop, so probably 2 to 3 more seconds on the clock.
Wow. And you know what? Some contact there on the shot. The refs, it being a close game, I understand, do not call it. But an amazing shot there from Nick Fallon.
But you gotta appreciate the defense. Great work there from Rock Canyon to get the ball back.
And now here, they're trying to decide how much time to put back on the clock. Looking like they're going to go with about 14.2 seconds. Here with Rock Canyon down 2, the Lobos are going to inbound the ball right under the basket. I'm interested to see, James, if they go right for the foul with the Lobos being so bad recently at free throws, or if they try to get the steal and the quick bucket.
I mean, I think you have to go for the foul. There's no point wasting 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds off that clock and then getting the foul. I think you have to just go at them. Pick your player wisely, though. Pick your player who you're going to shoot it wisely. So Rock Canyon Gramps definitely knows that. He's definitely saying, hey, foul this guy, foul this guy. He knows what he's doing.
Rocky Mountain and their head coach, Brian Taffel, trying to get the ball to either 1 Natty or 11 Cool. But let's see if Rock Canyon can force the ball into one of the poorer free throw shooters' hands. Grams directing his players. Rock Canyon coming out very hyped up, very aggressive on defense. Zach McMahon looks like he got picked there. But going for the intentional foul, and we're going to have 12.3 seconds left on the clock.
Foul on number 0, Jake Hassett. That's his 5th personal.
And it looks like Coach got what he wanted. Number 35, Von Bargan, the senior, is going to go to the line. As a big guy, he only puts up 2.8 points per game. Obviously, not one of their better shooters, and today he's had a very off game from the free throw line.
And that definitely is because of those Canyon crazies. Oh, and he misses the first one.
That's big. The door is wide open for Rock Canyon.
Crucial here that if he misses this, Canyon get the rebound. They only got 12.3 seconds left.
The intensity in the air is electric.
Oh, he makes the first one. They got to get a 3 then.
Jack inbounding the ball.
10 seconds
left. Brody Aho giving into Fallon. On the shot just off, but
get the
McMahon.
rebound. Brody with the 3.
Oh my God!
Ladies and
He did not! He did not!
He's got ice in his veins!
He did! Brody Aho, ice in his veins!
What a play!
The star senior point guard, Brody Aho, pulling up as time winds down. Buzzer beater 3 in an elimination game.
What a
James,
game!
could you write it any better?
What a game!
My word!
He had everyone on him. And what did he do? Swish.
Mamba mentality right there for Brody Aho. And the student section goes crazy.
Everyone shocked.
What did we say, James? Down 7, a minute and a half left. Who cares?
They've been here before. They know
have.
what to do.
This is familiar territory for Rock Canyon. And you know what? I'm not even surprised.
Nope.
That Nick Fallon shot, I saw him pull up, try to create some space. I was like, you know what? Even if this doesn't go, Zach McMahon cutting to the basket gets
That's
an amazing rebound.
That's amazing. Right there. It doesn't matter how old you are.
No,
He's showing.
It doesn't
He can
matter
do
how
it.
big you are.
He can
it
do
doesn't
it.
matter if you're coming off a recent injury. These players have so much heart, so much intensity.
It's amazing.
It's incredible. And you know what? It's paid off. We're going to have a 4-minute overtime period here in this playoff game. Winner take all. Brody Aho, incredible shot. Oh my, that's going to be on replay all week.
We're just out of words. We're just out of words. It's just,
Jeez Louise.
I got one word. Beautiful.
Tommy bodying his man to win that tip.
My mom just texted me, he's got ice in his veins.
Everybody knows it. I can feel it from here.
Canyon section going crazy.
Tommy swinging the ball over to Nick Fallon. Some contact there on the layup, but no matter. Rock Canyon's going to come out, play some great defense. Rocky Mountain, their season on the line. Giving it all they got. That shot wide off.
Zach McMahon, great work there on defense. Let's see what Jalen Ash can do. He drives and...
Oh! Wow! And Rock Canyon claiming the lead for the first time this game. Since Tommy Rao's opening bucket. Incredible stuff.
Entire stadium is shaking.
Rock Canyon with their I believe that I will win chant. And you know what, James? I believe that we will win.
I believe we will win. Let's see what Rock Canyon can do. Great work there from Rocky Mountain to get to boards.
And Rocky Mountain has changed up their defense here. Wow. Charmin Ultrasoft there calling a travel. No big deal, only the most crucial time of this team's season, and you know what? They decide to undo it, do it right back to the Lobos. Gonna give that possession back, realizing their mistakes. That's a foul on number 1, and James, because both teams are in the double bonus, any more fouls like that, and the team's getting shots. And that could be deadly in this overtime
Especially in
period.
overtime. Super crucial. Like we said early in the game, they didn't foul that much in the first. We knew they were going to foul in the second because both teams just get aggressive. It's a playoff game.
And speaking of aggressive, Jalen Ashley and number 32, Schuler, wrestling for that jump ball. It's a tied game here with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Rocky
Natty.
Mountain Lobos with the ball. Lobos moving it around.
Back to Natty.
Rock Canyon playing great close defense.
Oh, just off the mark. Oh, and they missed the rebound. Oh, great block by Jalen!
It's a block party, ladies and gentlemen, and the Lobos are invited. My word, Jalen Ashley with the rejection. More than just a matchstick on offense.
See what Natty can do on the perimeter.
Lobos dribbling around, trying to find any cracks in this Rock Canyon defense. It's going to be hard to do.
Canyon playing some great defense right now.
Minute and a half left, tie game. Winner take all. Rocky Mountain trying their hardest, but they can't get a wide shot off. And the student section is letting them know that they disapprove.
Oh, great work there by Natty.
Wow. Big shot there.
Aho with the ball. Finds Jalen.
Jalen gonna take his time. Looks like they're giving him the ISO. And the shot is just off, but Tommy's got it, and he's got the foul.
Great work there by Tommy. As
Wow.
you said, using that size.
Tommy Rao. Looking like a grown man amongst children. Going for the most clutch free throws of the game.
Oh.
And the first one is just off. 56 seconds left, the whole student section behind him.
Rocky Mountain subbing in Karan, key player, as we said, throughout this game. Oh, sinks the second one. Perfect.
Rock
Jack,
Canyon
another great
subbing
player.
in Jack for Tommy Rao. 56 seconds left, James. Rock Canyon's going to come back out with their full court press. Rocky Mountain passing the ball around. They know that they can just wind the clock down. I can't believe it. I cannot comprehend it, James.
I don't know what to say.
Beautiful play there from Zach McMahon. They decide to call it a blocking foul. And as the Lobos are in double bonus, that's going to send their star sophomore Cool to the line.
Ooh, sinks the first one.
A
Put
nice
this to a
shot
two-point
there.
game.
48 and a half seconds left.
Sinks the second one. 65-62, 48 seconds left. Let's go Jags.
Zach McMahon bringing the ball up.
Oh,
and he
McMahon gets
takes
out of it.
care of it, swings it over in the corner. Jalen Ashley.
Oh, three's
Oh
just
my
off.
Goodness, the Lobos got a hunk of that shot. And they get a great trap over in the corner. And it's going to be time out. Rocky Mountain saving their player from that trap. Wow. That was a monumentous block there for Rocky Mountain against Jalen, especially Jalen. Ice in his veins as well, who's been automatic all game.
What a great game he's played. Beautiful
Oh my
to see.
gosh.
He's just put it out there.
How spoiled are we and this entire Rock Canyon student section? Last week, that ranch game, a big rivalry matchup, double overtime and getting the 1-point win, and now first round of the playoffs going into overtime on an incredible Brody Aho shot here in the middle of Wish Week. Great game, no matter
It has
the
to be
result.
said.
Yeah.
We have the best basketball to watch in the state.
I mean, I'd say it. 30.3 seconds left. Rocky Mountains inbound.
Rock Canyon rocking a lineup of Aho, Zach, Ashley, Fallon, and Tommy.
Big Tommy stretching out his arms. Rock Canyon doing everything they can to get this ball back. And Rocky Mountain getting the nice little inbound. Wow!
Huge!
Oh my goodness. And the line judge is going to rule Rocky Mountain out of bounds.
They're going to take Tommy out, put Jack in. They want to
Wow.
get that three-point line up in. 28 seconds.
28.1 seconds. Down 3. Brody Aho driving, looking around. Finds Jalen
great
cutting.
work by Jalen.
Wow.
17.
Clock running still. 15 seconds. 13, 12. They got to foul him. And that running clock was a killer there.
Yeah.
Jalen Ashley scoring the bucket with about 20 seconds left, and now there's only 10.9. Incredible play here in this fourth quarter and overtime period. And it's Natty, their senior, second leading scorer, going to the line.
Sinks the first one.
Nick Fallon down on the other end of the court, getting ready for what might be a game-winning shot attempt. And the second is good. They're going to need a three-pointer here with 10.9 seconds left. Wow. What
What a
a
game.
big out-of-bounds call there.
Huge.
Jeez.
Crucial right there.
Man, as much as I have been teasing these Chassa referees, you know, Charmin Ultra Soft, it really is a lot of pressure. And for two teams who've played with so
definitely,
much
definitely.
passion all season, to have their whole season riding on one call, it's got to be a very pressure-intensive situation.
No, you might hate the refs in the moment, but you got to give respect to them.
Yeah.
They've done a great job throughout the game. They've
Yeah.
been smart. They know what they've been doing. You know, they might not make the best calls all the time, but they get it right most of the time.
Coming out of this timeout, 10.9 seconds remaining. Rock Canyon with the ball down 3. They're rocking with an all-star lineup. Zach McMahon, Quint Jeck, Nick Fallon, Jalen Ashley, and ice in his veins, the assassin, Brody Aho.
McMahon.
Inbounding to Brody, running the court, clock winding down. Jalen looking for the shot,
Oh, just off.
and it's wide. The clock did not stop, so they're going to put a little bit more time on it. But James, I think it's going to be 3 seconds or under.
Foul number 2, Quinn check his second personal. Timeout for Rock Canyon, a full timeout.
And that's going to be a full timeout for Rock Canyon. Talking strategy, talking game plan, but with under 5 seconds left, down 3, and the other team shooting free throws. James, I have no idea what Coach Grams is going to draw up for this situation.
I have no clue either. Grams is he's a mastermind, so let's see what he can pull off in such a crucial game.
All the Rock Canyon students still holding out, this wonderful, ginormous student section, supporting their Jaguars all the way. It's been a great season, especially with all the student support we've had. It's always wonderful to see. And you know what, James? We couldn't be more proud of our amazing community, our family here at Rock Canyon.
Well, it's great. They're always supporting each other. We're always here for each other and always turn up for the games.
So it's going to be number 3, Badalamenti, the junior, who actually did go to the line earlier in this game and missed both of his free throws. So here with 2.7 seconds left, the student section still going crazy, trying to ward off these free throws.
Clock has been set back to 2.7 seconds. Puts it at a 4-point game with 2.7 seconds left.
And I think that may be it. The Rocky Mountain supporters getting a head start, leaving this game. It's going to be a heave for Brody Aho. Oh, and just off the mark. A heartbreaking playoff loss, but
what a game.
What a game, and what a way to close out a great season.
Regardless of the result, the Jags played great.
Yep.
The youngsters played great. They worked so hard for this game, and it's tough to see them lose. But you gotta credit Rocky Mountain.
Yeah,
they stuck to the game plan. What do you call it? Natty had a great game.
Yep.
Schuler had a great game.
Yeah.
They played hard, but they got the win.
Yeah, I mean, Rock Canyon did all they could do. They played great, especially down the stretch when it really mattered. And
I mean, they made it exciting.
And an incredible comeback.
What a down 7.
Yeah,
late 3 to tie it up.
Other teams wouldn't have come back at all. But
this game would have been over 10, 15 minutes ago.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously not the way you want to close out a season.
No.
But hey, a playoff game is a playoff game. A playoff overtime game, especially with such evenly matched teams, it does not get better than that. And I know that the student section is walking away from this one still glad that they got to see a great game. And you know what? The team's excited for the future. They've got some great players who really, really showed out in this game today.
Definitely, as we said, Zach McMahon.
Oh my gosh, coming in on injury.
What a game. He played defense, offense, working hard. But for next year, obviously, look, McMahon, Jack, Hirschberger.
Yeah.
You got Schlesinger, obviously been on this team for very long. Nick Fallon, going to be the leader next year. Just Rarden. I mean, you just got such a young team.
Yeah, so much promise.
So much promise.
And, you know, as we said earlier, this team was a perennial playoff contender. They'll be back next season.
They'll be back next year.
Yeah.
With such a great team, such a great coach. You have to give credit to Grams.
Yeah.
He's been here time and time again. He's done his job right. But we'll definitely see the Jags back next year.
Well, a great game, a great matchup. Very evenly matched teams, and it comes down to the wire. Very exciting shot, especially there at the end from Brody Aho.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us this whole season, and especially today. We've been RCBN. We're going to continue to do events throughout the year, and then next season pick up, especially with next year's playoff basketball game.
Of course.
But thank you for watching. I'm Sage Wheeler.
I'm James McHenry.
And have a great night. Go Jags, baby.